Hello, gorgeous, whoever is watching this today. I want to talk about how self-coaching equals more money in your business. And you're going to be like, what? What are you talking about? So first of all, I want to preface this by saying, guess what? You are not meant to be happy all the time. Happiness is a goal, but let's be realistic. It's only going to be about 50% of the time of your life, and 50% of your life will be total shit. It is how it goes. You're not going to feel happy all the time, and that is okay. And it's also good to feel all the feelings, feel the anger, feel the madness, feel the sadness. And we go through seasons in our life like that. So we start off by knowing that half of our life is not going to be great and half of our life will be amazing from a feeling standpoint, right? Because our feelings shift. Come on, if you're self-employed, if you're a home-based business owner, you know that you are going to feel those feelings like every hour, every time a client calls or doesn't call, or you make a sale or you don't make a sale, as an example, right? And then with your kids, you're going to be happy, you're going to be sad, you're going to be happy. Like, it's crazy. There's just so many emotions that go through us in a day. If we have 60,000 thoughts in a day, of course, those thoughts are going to turn into feelings and they're going to be all over the place. Like, we are walking, emotional bombs just always set to go off, right? So here's the thing. The whole trick of life, really, here's the real deal on all this. Self-growth and self-coaching. Why do you do self-growth? Why do you do self-improvement? Why do you do all those things? Why do you read all those books? Why do you do all those courses? I've personally been on this journey in a hardcore, since my, let's call it, Dark Night of the Soul 2013. But I've been on this whole journey of self-growth, spending thousands of dollars on courses, books. I have literally hundreds of self-help coaching books in my office. And why do I value that so much? Because here's the thing, what you learn, and there's a million different things out there. I mean, I've done them all. I'm sure you've heard of them. There's tons of self-coaching, personal growth weekends. There's all sorts of them. They're amazing. There's great things you can really get out of them. I'm sure if you work for a company, chances are you go to their conferences. They always have a guru or someone talk, like Tony Robbins, or someone comes up and talks on the stage, right? So what's the benefit and purpose of this is that we learn tools, and we put tools in our self-coaching toolbox so that we can draw on them when we need to. So when we are feeling controlled by life and we need to kind of take back in the reins again and pull in some of those emotions and rethink new thoughts and create new things in our life, when we're really trying to go after a goal or create something from nothing in our lives, we need to go into that toolbox and pull out some of those self-coaching tools, okay? So I'm not going to get into what those tools are, but why this is important and what I want to say here is that you need those tools to be able to shift. And unfortunately, I love my life coach. I actually have my life coach on Tuesday. I've been seeing my life coach, Andrea, since 2012. She is amazing. So she's my longest coach I've had in my life. I have coaches for everything. I have D for my fitness coach. I've got literally tons of coaches, and I invest heavily in coaching because it's so important to become the best version of yourself. And, the whole thing about coaching, and I love my coaches, again, so important to have the direction and the mentorship in your life. So I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is you need to be really good and get really good at self-coaching, because let's face it, our coaches are not going to be around when we are in the middle of those big shit piles of life that life throws us, right? And so we're going to have those days and we're not going to be able to call anyone or have anyone to reach out to. We are going to absolutely be able to need to reach out to those coaches, but we can't get a hold of them. That's reality, right? Come on, guys. So this is where you need to self-coach yourself and be able to shift. The whole goal of all of this, and I've said this many times before about self-coaching, self-help, all this stuff, personal growth, it's all so that you can shift quicker. And why is shifting quicker important? It's important because it gets us, instead of spending, say, days, weeks, or months in the shit pile of whatever life just threw your way, you can shift out of it in a matter of minutes or hours. And why is that important? Because it keeps you in the path of your dreams, the direction you're heading. It keeps you being able to just shift and collapse timeframes in your life. Because this is about collapsing timeframes to be able to get to where your dream life, to where your abundance, to what you were called to do here on this earth first. And how do we do that like in a rapid kind of way and collapse those timeframes is because we're shifting out of kind of the yuck and gross, and we can feel it, we can process that emotion, we can sit with it and feel our grief and our anger and our frustration, but then we can shift out of it quickly. And I think that is the biggest key. It's about how fast can you shift, and that is where your self-coaching tools are so important. And that's where all those personal growth and books and courses are great. It's to teach you those tools, to give you that toolbox so you can do it yourself, and so that you can keep shifting and keep going to that next level version of yourself, where you get to step into your dream life, which is what you were called to. You were called to living an abundant life. That is your birthright. That is why you are here. So I want to help you do that. If you at all want to learn how to collapse timeframes, make things happen faster for you in your business, if you have a home-based business, I am calling you to work with me. Book a free financial clarity call with myself. If you go to jumpstartyourwealth.ca, and you can book in a time with me, and we can kind of just chat over what it is, like where you're at, and see if we can work together on jumpstarting your wealth to really leap forward into that amazing new space full of possibility where we can bring that into reality. So that is what I'm asking of you today. Go book your call with me. I'd love to chat with you. I'd love to chat with you on a deeper level and help you shift. And I can teach you some of those tools on how to shift into what it is you're called to do here on this earth faster, quicker, especially around your money. So that is what I have for you today. I wish you guys an amazing day. Mwah, and go out and live your legacy.